really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, you know, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, you know, have to deal with.
Yes. Welcome back to another weekly edition of ISD and School Detention. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You're here with your host, Devonn.
And Pierce.
How you feeling, my dog?
Decent. Actually, I'm feeling amazing.
Why is that?
Because Kid motherfucking Cudi.
Here we go with this shit.
Dropped the best album of the decade.
Whoa.
Best album in the last 2 decades.
Okay.
Man on the Moon 3.
2 decades?
3 decades. In my lifetime.
Best album.
Yes.
Undisputedly.
Hands down.
Without a question.
No
holds barred?
Nope.
No feedback?
Nothing? What do I have to say? No, I'm just playing. But no, man, I'm doing all right, bro.
Yeah?
Doing all right, yeah. But I've been out of work because of my finger.
Oh, that's
I can't bend my finger. I can't bend my finger to get these stitches out. And I can't get them out until next Wednesday.
Are you getting paid?
No, because it wasn't workers' comp. I did that at home. But I'm trying to sign up with like DoorDash and shit, and just on the side, just
you be hustling.
I'm trying to make some money out here.
You be hustling, bro.
I'm doing what I can.
You never down. In our friendship, you've had at least 4 or 5 different jobs. 4 or 5 different server jobs, 4 or 5 different retail jobs.
Yeah,
then
man.
You did Amazon. I think the longest place you worked at was what, Foot Locker?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It's probably like a year, 2 years, some shit like that. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just going for the money. You know what I'm saying? I have zero reason to stay with a company just because they hired me. If I find a better opportunity, I'm gonna take it.
That's a valuable.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a valuable thing to know in your 20s.
Yeah, because they'll fire you on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So what's different from me going to get a better job type? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I'm always just trying to make money.
Yeah, no, I feel you completely. I think the biggest thing I've learned now is it's good to have scheduling and have a work-life balance.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a supervisor, having a work-life balance is much of an option because I have one who has to leave last. And I have the one that's to make sure everything's straight before I go.
Yeah.
If something's not in order, then I'm the one that has to take care of it.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's got to fix. I'm the one who has to empty these bins and make sure everything is straight. Haven't had to sit on any meetings yet, though. I had little conferences about people, but being in your 20s and being a supervisor is the weirdest thing because you have people who are more experienced than you, who are older than you, who you're kind of in charge of at times. And so because of that, it presents a weird dynamic when I have to tell them to do something. I have to make sure, I try not to be a dick anyway, to just be like, yo, what the fuck you doing? I try not to be like that, regardless if we're in our 20s or not. But it's just it's just weird asking people for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's at work or not, especially if they're older than me. And then they may be more experienced. So, I mean, of course, I'm not egotistical about it. I lean on them when I need to. I get their help when I can. But if I don't, then it's just whatever. I just make it do what happened. But I remind myself I have this job for a reason, no matter how fucking young I am.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, you're in that position, so if they're upset, then maybe they should be in that position. Work harder.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying?
So
it's not my fault I'm here.
Right.
Kind of is, but...
Yeah, but at the same time, it's I'm not going to apologize for it.
Shouldn't have to.
I'm not going to apologize for shit. I'm here for a reason, and I'm going to take that and run with it. So, and I think as much as we don't want to be like certain slaves to certain brands and slaves to these jobs and shit, and we don't want to do that, we also want to make sure that we still respecting our employers.
Well, of course. I mean, I'm not just out here being, working for a week and then being like, all right, I'm out of here. But if I get a better opportunity, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'd feel bad for leaving this job. I don't give a fuck. I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to do what's best for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, they'll fire you on the spot and they'll hire somebody to replace you on the spot. So it's nothing. It's nothing to them. So why should I feel like I'm obligated to, be tied to whatever, company because they hired me, paying me under whatever the fuck I should be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Treat me like shit. This and that. It's not worth it.
Nah, it's not. And honestly, it really shows you the importance of making sure that, you do have your own backup plan and have what you want to do. Because we sit up here and talk shit about jobs because we have a backup plan. We have equity.
Even if I didn't, man.
Even if you see, I don't know, if I'm not gonna lie, if I didn't have a backup plan, if I wasn't as confident in this, I'd definitely be kind of damn, or if I didn't believe in myself, then I'd be kind of just following whatever they would say.
Yeah.
And just going along with that shit. That's a better way to put it. If I didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't feel the need to stand up to these niggas. That's my thing.
I feel you, man. I mean, I guess, not everyone. And I'm sure some people aren't really in the position to be like, fuck the job and stuff like that. Especially right now, in today's, climate, job climate and everything like that. It's not really the easiest place to find work. But I'm just thinking from like, don't, overwork yourself and kill yourself and do this, and that for a company that wouldn't, is going to do everything they can to give you the least amount of money. Is going to do everything they can to make sure you work as many days as possible. Is going to do everything they can so they can spend as little money on you and making sure your job's easier for you, just so they can save some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, a lot of these jobs don't care about you at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe the individual manager at that job you have a nice relationship with, but like the CEO, he doesn't even know your name.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's making millions and millions of dollars, probably not doing nearly as much work as you. I'm sure he did work to get to that point, but I mean, they're treating you like shit. You know what I'm saying? They can care less about you. You feel me? You call off like, oh, I got to do this, and this, or be like, well, that's your third call off, you're fired. But it's like, well, I can't come into work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit like that. You feel me? So it's like, why am I gonna sit here and do what I can, to give my all to this job when they're not even giving me 50%?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So
I prefer working for I work for a bigger corporation now, but I definitely prefer my job previous to this. I can say where I worked at. They no longer exist, but Hobo.
Yeah, you like that job.
I like that job. I was on my feet every day. I was interacting with people. I was selling people cabinets. I was just dealing with different kinds of people every day. Yeah. And I was on my feet. I was lifting granite, cabinets, rugs.
Yeah, you were doing it. You were working. You were doing stuff.
Like, I like that. But on top of that, it was a family-owned company. Maximum 5 stores, and we were the headquarters. So the people were upstairs. They would come down. The corporate people would come down from upstairs. Hey, Devonn, how's it going? Hey, how you doing, sir? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's different then, because you've actually had, interacted with people.
You know what I'm saying? So. Like, I interact with people, and I interact with people now. That's one thing I like about my supervisor job. But I feel like it's important in our 20s to understand that don't look at everything as the enemy. Like, a lot of times, I feel like our generation, we're so empowered, and we're so smart and powerful, which is dope, but then we be trying to make everybody an enemy and be trying to use our power too much. Just like, damn, relax. Not everybody's a fucking enemy, you know what I'm saying? Like, embrace certain things. Like,
I hear exactly. I'm sorry,
no, you're good. I was just saying, like, a lot of times, like, we end up in positions where we meet our superior, maybe like a white man or whatever, or a white woman, or just someone white, and we often look at them as the enemy completely. Well, they're not always the enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. It's like sometimes these jobs, these corporations are there to help you for a reason. I'm not trying to say be a slave to these jobs, but just make it make sense. Don't make shit harder than it has to be.
I think that mentality, that stems even from not even from jobs. I feel like a lot of people, I don't even know, this could have been other generations too, because obviously I didn't live back then, so I don't know. But I know for our generation, I feel like everyone automatically thinks that everyone's out to get them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'm going to get you before you get me. And a lot of the times, they were never even planning on getting you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that paranoia. And I think a lot of it stems just from, like, what we see on, like, social. I be talking about social media all the fucking time, bro. But it really circulates that. But I mean, you see the worst of the worst, and you see how shitty people can be to each other. So then when you're out in the real world, you're like, damn, I saw that on that. What if that happened to me?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or even with relationships, it's like, oh, I saw so and so cheated on so and so, or they did this to them. What if my girl does this to me? Even when she had no intention of it, but now that's in your head, and now you're overthinking it. When it's like you're defeating yourself because you think someone's out to get you when that's really not the case. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people are worried about that and just assume that, the world's out to get them. When really, at the end of the day, no one even cares about you. No one cares about you. No one cares about me. You know what I'm saying? No one cares about we can care about each other in this room, but the world doesn't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even know who we are. So it just doesn't make sense. It's kind of funny when you think like everyone's out to get you, and it's like, everyone has their own issues, their own problems they're dealing with. You really think that they're gonna put aside what they got going on, just stop you,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that's not the case. You feel me? So
well, half the time nobody even cares. So.
Exactly.
So, all right, moving on to the next thing in the personal pages. Bro, I've been whipping in the kitchen.
Yeah, bro, I saw that dry ass chicken you posted, man.
Quit fucking playing with me.
What was that? Lemon pepper?
Stop playing with me. No, it was not lemon pepper.
What was it?
Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Don't fucking play with me.
Man.
That shit was banging. First of all, I had 2 black women. I had 2 black women, okay? Verify that it was good. That shit was fire.
Who was it?
2 women I work with. I ain't gonna say their names, but 2 women I work with.
Are you their supervisor?
No, I'm not.
Glad to say.
Well, okay. One is. The other one's my equal.
So you already know why she said yes.
No.
You already know why she said yes because you're her supervisor. She's gonna say yes, and the other one's your equal at work. I'm the same.
Yeah, she's another supervisor like me. 2 certified OGs in the cooking game told me my shit was good. So I don't want to hear it.
They probably just being nice.
And they've been cooking for years because they got
cool.
kids. So they already know what it is.
That don't even mean that their cooking's good.
That chicken was banging, bro.
That don't mean that their cooking's good.
You're such a hater.
I'm just saying.
You're a hater.
It looked a little dry.
It was not dry.
In the picture.
It was juicy. iPhone don't do it justice. That chicken banging.
All right, you're gonna have to whip one day, and that's all you made. That's all you made was chicken.
Nah. You didn't let me finish because you started fucking hating.
All right, man, finish. Continue,
Damn,
man.
hating ass nigga. Always trying to hate on me.
Continue,
bro.
go finish.
Damn,
what else did you make?
Fucking sucker.
What else did you make?
I made some sloppy joes, and that shit went crazy too. Don't look at me like that. And I made some vegetables. I made some green, and I made some beans today. I made some green beans, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, whipped, and that shit tastes delicious. Now what I do is I cook for the week, and I'll cook something for lunch to go to work.
Meal prep. That's smart.
I cook something for lunch to go to work, and I cook another dish for dinner when I'm at home. So this past week it was chicken to go to work. So I cooked chicken and the beans, and then when I get home it was sloppy joes. So then now there's
out the can.
Sloppy joes or the ground turkey I bought, cooked that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, hell no! I thought about the meat out the can. I didn't know they sold meat in the can. Did you know that?
Yeah, you can get chicken in the can.
I know that. I know you can get like salmon and
that's gross.
Salmon and like spam and like albacore or whatever in the can. Hell no. No, that's why he's looking at me like I was crazy.
Yeah,
no,
I was
fuck
like,
no.
Joe,
Fuck no. I got the ground turkey myself. Okay, put the ground turkey in there, season that hoe up, then added my sloppy joe sauce. Then it was manwich actually. Banging.
I guess.
And guess what I did when I cooked, bro? I took the buns.
Toasted them?
On Jesus.
Got
Jesus.
Got to. Bro, I don't see why people don't like toasted.
Jesus.
Like, I've had this conversation many times. Like, whenever it comes to any type of sandwich, any sandwich, you know what I'm saying? It has to be toasted. It doesn't have to be like, I'll eat an untoasted sandwich, but if I have a choice, it's going to be toasted. That's why I don't fuck with Jimmy John's. Like, Jimmy John's is cool. Jimmy John's is cool. Like, I'll eat a Jimmy John's sandwich. They're not bad. But if you're going to give me an option between Jimmy John's and
Potbelly
or
Subway,
Penn Station, Penn Station's gas.
What?
Expensive as fuck though.
Oh my god,
stupid expensive.
Bro, yeah.
But I'll take a toasted sub any day. Any toasted sandwich. It's better. You get the melty cheese. You get the little nice little bite into it.
Plus, on top of that, bro, like if you eat a sloppy Joe, if your buns aren't toasted, your meat gonna fall at the bottom.
It's gonna fall at the bottom. And it's gonna get mad soggy real quick.
That's like Scooby snacks for smokers.
Pretty much, yeah. Right? Yeah, bro. You bite into it and it's just like
I don't like that.
This.
I don't like that. So
you know what they should make? I guess they kind of made these already. It's just like, but they should make like burger buns that have that are closed on the bottom, but not like just like attached, but it's like something that would catch. It would stop things from falling.
Like a bowl cut?
You ever on a bite into something like a burger,
and
then everything just like slides out or like shit starts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know
McDonald's
what I'm saying?
burgers do that
like,
shit.
That's what I'm saying. So if there's a way to, and again, this might have already been invented, but a way to create a bun to where that just wouldn't happen because it wouldn't allow it to fall out.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Maybe they should make a bun with like a hinge on it or some shit.
Something
like that. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm talking about.
Or
like a diaper.
Perfect.
Burger diaper.
Or like make a bun that doesn't separate at there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just kind of insert in the middle. One thing I want to get into when I start cooking, bro. And by the way, I didn't even have a toaster when I did it. So you know how I whipped it, bro?
No, you did.
I just took a pan, made it hot, put my buns in there, let them sit.
Yeah.
Let them hoes get golden.
You put butter in the
Nah, I ain't do that. Ooh, I should have did that.
You gotta butter the bread and put it in there.
I should have did that. And then you know what else? I was making waffles yesterday. Ain't got no toaster. So what I did was I put them in the pan and I just baked them in the oven when I made my bacon yesterday morning. That shit was fucking amazing.
I've never had baked waffles before.
That shit, you're really just heating them up.
Yeah.
That's all you doing. Microwave, toast it. Yeah, but I was like, shit, throw them in here. So that works. But next thing I want to cook is lemon pepper chicken. Now, I've read online, a lot of times says you can only like fry lemon pepper, deep fry. I don't want to deep fry. I want to bake. So I think.
Bake. Why would you have to deep fry?
I don't know. That's what the recipe says. So I'm saying all the recipes online are for deep frying it. And I think that's petty as hell.
Seasoning on the chicken.
I heard that you can just season it on. But one thing I read online, this sounds delicious. You take butter, put in a cup, put your lemon pepper seasoning in there, and you stir it up with the melted butter, and then brush it on your wings.
That's probably gas too. That's probably fire.
My arteries.
For real.
My arteries, yeah. But honestly, I love lemon pepper so much, bro. I love it when they season on my fries, season on my chicken, season on whatever. I would definitely rock with some lemon pepper chicken.
Yeah, lemon pepper is fire. Bro, what I've started to do recently was I get lemon pepper on the chicken. Like if I were to go to like Wingstop or some shit.
Yeah.
Lemon pepper on the chicken, light lemon pepper. Light lemon pepper on the chicken, then I would get sauce on the side and I would dip it in the sauces. And it's been fire.
I'm not a Wingstop fan, but that's not a bad idea.
You don't like Wingstop?
Me and you went to Wingstop once. Do you like Wingstop? Really? I went
So
with.
you take B-dubs or Wingstop?
I don't like B-dubs.
What Wingstop?
I don't like B-dubs anymore. I like Harold's, nigga.
I mean, yeah, Harold's. I'm talking about like
not Chicago.
Yeah.
Shit, that's hard.
There's not even a Harold's around here.
There's not, but that's how much I like Harold's.
I like Harold's too, but
I dropped the city.
So you would only eat Harold's, is what you're telling me?
No, I'm not. Try to think of some other spots. JJ's is okay.
JJ's is gas. I don't know. Zion, JJ's and Zion.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I've been eating at was the one near my job in Waukegan.
I would take the trip to Zion.
Facts, but
I would take the trip to Zion right now to get some.
Facts. I feel that. There's some like Brown's got some good chicken.
I've never had Brown's chicken.
Smacking.
I see it. I've just never.
That shit is delicious.
I've heard it's decent.
Oh my god. I can't think of one.
But those aren't the same. Like
they're not.
They're not the same. Like that's breaded chicken, fried chicken.
Where at the one I'm talking about?
The ones you're talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about like just Wingstop into little wing dings.
It's just
boneless
chicken.
wings.
It's fried wings, but it's not like breaded wings.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
If I had to go with just that, I'd probably take B-dubs over. I'm not gonna lie.
That's insane.
I'm not.
Crazy.
I haven't ate it either. But last time I ate at Wingstop, bro, had my booty hole on open.
I don't know, bro. I must just have like a decent stomach because motherfuckers be talking like that with like Taco Bell, Chipotle. None of that for me, bro.
Never having me Chipotle, but I don't like Taco Bell.
I'll bang some Taco Bell. I'll bang some Taco Bell and I'll run a marathon afterward with zero leakage.
No leakage?
No leakage.
Nah, bro.
None. Some people just have the runs after that.
Taco Bell fuck me up, bro. And on top, it just don't taste good to me. And like, when I get my Mexican food, I go to authentic.
Taco Bell is not Mexican food. Taco Bell is Taco Bell.
That's what I'm saying.
Taco Bell is Taco Bell. So if you're going to Taco Bell for Mexican food, then you're gonna be disappointed. But if you're going to Taco Bell for a Crunchwrap Supreme,
for some bullshit.
I mean, yes.
I get the only thing I like from Taco Bell is like the Fritos crunchy bean burrito Frito type thing. You know what I'm saying? The ground beef and the Frito in it with the cheese. That's a hit, but that's it. That's the only thing I get from Taco Bell. Only tacos I get are from authentic Mexican restaurants. I'm talking you go in there. There's one waitress working 7 days a week. Some people speak English, some people don't. But my food gets there fast.
I'm trying to get the ones where I got to point to the menu because I can't communicate with them.
But that's what I'm talking about right here. That's what I'm talking about right here. That give you the chips complimentary.
Yes.
That's shit I'm talking. Shout out to El Pariso, man.
That's your spot.
That's my fucking spot. I love it there. I have ate, man. I damn near might. Nah.
I've been fucking with Los Camales.
Los Camales.
Like actually.
In Gurney?
It's right down the street.
Really?
That way.
Nah, I've never had that. Really?
Gas.
How you feel about Tacos del Norte?
It's all right. I mean, it's cool.
It's cool. When I first started working in my job, like years ago, they were hot. But as of late, these few years, they've been. Yeah.
That's not the first place I'd go. It's not bad though.
What's that one place you went to in Gurney?
Jalisco's. Gas.
Woo!
Fire. What?
That's fucking crazy. Everything down to the chips.
Everything down to the
sauce.
Chips. Everything was gas.
The water was good.
Gas.
Damn.
I could eat Mexican food every day.
I could too.
I could eat Mexican food every day. And I'd probably be farting every day.
Facts.
But that's cool with me, bro.
I was one time I was at this Mexican person's house and they were like her mom whipped up like a matter of like 6 tacos in like 10 minutes. Meat was already made, but she had a comal. You know what a comal is? It's like a hot plate. It's not a full pan, just a little plate you put on the stove. Tortilla on there, heat it up, crispy tortilla. Boom, boom, boom. Just serving, bro. Serving. I need me one of those. But when I make mine, I'm gonna put a tortilla on there, put some lime on it.
Yeah, lime's key, bro.
Chicken.
Lime will set it apart.
Lime does a lot.
Lime will set it apart.
Bro, I saw this recipe for like this braided salmon.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Are you gonna make it?
Help me. One thing me and my girl like to do, we like to just cook things together. One, it saves money. Two, it's something to do. So you skin it, cut it in half, braid it, season that boy on like a bed. I think it was lime down there. Or was it lemon? I think it was lime. On a bed of lime with some aluminum foil, you bake it. Going in, bro.
You made that?
No, I'm going to. I'm gonna fuck it up. I've been whipping. And that's another thing, man. If you're in your 20s and you live by yourself, you want a smart shop at Aldi's. Period. Please shop at Aldi's.
Get a garden.
Go where?
Get a garden.
What's a garden?
A garden?
Oh,
grow things? Wow. Well, that was embarrassing. What's a garden?
I thought you was talking about like an account or some shit. That's some
No,
2020 shit. I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck is a garden? Is that a new store? What the fuck is
bro,
that?
I'm talking about dirt. Water, seeds.
That was dumb as fuck. But I mean, that takes a long time.
I mean, like I'm saying, but you could like obviously not in the wintertime, but like even like you could on your balcony, you could grow like
some tomatoes and
grow
shit.
some tomatoes, just some herbs. You know what I'm saying? Some fresh herbs. Fresh herbs really set your dish apart. I've been trying to cuss less. I feel like I cuss a lot.
Yeah, me too.
So I've been trying to like not, but it will set your dish apart from just using store-bought spices, which are great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fresh is always better. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Tomatoes, they could grow around your the poles on around your porch.
They could.
You know what I'm saying?
If I could do that.
If you could figure it out.
Don't violate my leash, yeah.
You feel me? Like, you know, there's all types of stuff, you know, just things that make it a little bit cheaper. But yeah, all these definitely is nice.
For those who don't, I grew up off Aldi's. I told myself, I don't care if I've made $1 million a year, I'm still gonna shop at Aldi's. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, even though it's, you don't know?
I don't know if I'd shop at Aldi's.
Why not?
No, realistically, if I made $1 million a year, I'd have a garden, like a big one.
Okay.
I'd have all my veggies, boom, right there.
That's fair.
How great would it be to be able to, oh man, what do I want? I'll make a salad. Let me go out and just pick some.
It's gonna take you like an hour to make a salad.
Tomatoes. No, it won't. Just cut it up. Just cut it up and you'll be good. But I mean, obviously, like for meats and stuff like that, you're gonna have to go and, you know, but I don't know. When you're able to afford better quality items, why would you not get the better quality items to eat? Because you're eating them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like what you eat is going to affect you in the long run in the future. You know what I'm saying? So just because it's cheap doesn't mean that you should always go for it. If you're able to afford it. If you're not able to afford it, then get what you need to get. Right. And Aldi's is a great option. All I'm saying is if you're able to afford better quality things for yourself, why would you not just get better quality things for yourself?
I say it because of a loyalty factor. I grew up on Aldi's, and it's never let me down. And I feel like while getting better quality stuff is always a good option, food is also what you make it, if you're able to. I know at my standpoint, some people don't have the financial ability to be able to afford things to get healthy food. You
of course,
know, redlining and like food deserts and shit. Like, that's real. But in my standpoint, and I'm not shitting on none of those people, but like from my standpoint, like when I go there, I haven't ate pork in a while. Like,
that's good.
Bacon.
I've been eating bacon, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I eat turkey. Uncured turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon's not good.
What do you mean? You don't like it?
No.
You don't like the
I mean, I haven't had it in so long. Every time I have it, I'm just like, damn, I just wish I had some bacon.
Nah, turkey bacon smacks, bro.
So you'll have turkey bacon over bacon. If you had a choice.
Yes.
You like turkey bacon better than bacon.
Yes.
The taste?
No.
But
the taste, because the taste, I like pork. I like real bacon more than I like turkey bacon.
That's what I was asking you.
But I would choose turkey bacon because it don't taste bad. Just because it don't taste as good as this don't mean it tastes bad. It still tastes good. It's just not as good as this, but it's also better for me.
It is better for you. Yeah, I will say that. It's better for you. From a health conscious standpoint, it is better for you. So yeah, I will agree with you on that.
It is definitely.
I'm still going to eat bacon.
To each his own.
Still going to eat bacon. I have tried to cut. I know pork isn't the best thing to eat, you know, so I don't really eat pork chops like that. Unless my mom makes them, then I'm going to eat them. But I won't order a pork chop. You feel me? Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to eat pork chops or other pork-related things other than bacon. Because bacon's fire, bro. I know it's still pork.
You know what? Last time I had pork, I think I was out eating somewhere and had like a bacon cheeseburger or some shit. I think I was in Arizona.
It's probably gas.
That shit was smacking.
Because of the bacon.
What? Yeah.
Bacon, bro. I'm telling you.
That bacon and cheese relationship go crazy. On a burger, that's something serious. So,
yeah.
Hell yeah. But I hear good things about Whole Foods. I hear great things about Mariano's.
Whole Foods is, I mean, it's money. They're gonna have really good food, but it's money. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to, if you want to really pay for that. But Aldi's is a good option. I mean, you can get a lot of good shit. I'm not shitting on Aldi's whatsoever. I'm just saying, if the money was there, why would you not get the better quality, slightly more expensive, or just grow it
Yeah.
Get a couple chickens, you got eggs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a garden, so you got all that.
Give me your kids so I can eat them.
All you need is meat at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ground turkey, chicken.
That store.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Go to a butcher. It'd probably be cheaper at a butcher shop than.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Oh.
But
I mean, that's more expensive because I'm sure you maybe got to pay for labor.
I mean, that's your job.
Facts, which I pay for
I guess,
it. But it's just
I don't
like,
know.
You know.
I've never really been to a butcher shop.
I have not either.
The only butchers I've really seen are at like Jewel.
And Benny, nigga.
You know, yeah, and Benny. Period. Podcast over. No, but yeah, man. I'm glad you're cooking more because I know your mom has been cooking. Yeah, I know you cooked.
Yeah.
But your mom would be the main person cooking.
Now I'm taking care of business.
You should you know what you should do? You should ask her for her recipes. See if you can get like a book going. If she has a book or like, you know what I'm saying? Just so you can, you know, have her recipes at home so that you can cook those too instead of trying to figure out your own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Figuring out your own is fun, but having a base to go to is great too. Like,
you know.
Like the recipe for like my green beans, I got it from her. You just pan fry it and just season it.
That's what I'm saying.
She uses season salt though. I've yet to buy any season salt.
Oh yeah,
season salt.
Key, bro. That's key. When I move out, I wanted to get my mom has a book. She doesn't have her own book, but she put all the recipes she uses in a fat ass book. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna see if I can get not that one, but like see if like there's
copy
some way
some shit out there. Yeah.
Because that's just good to have. You know what I'm saying? Plus, like if like I don't want to be out by myself doing something, I'm like damn, like I could really go for the chicken noodle soup my mom used to make, but now I don't know which recipe she used. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just have the recipe. Mm-hmm. And then from there, you could even make it like a recipe really is just like it's a guideline. You don't have to stay within the guidelines. You could easily, if you want more brown sugar in a recipe, throw some more brown sugar in that recipe. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you can look at to refer back to. It doesn't have to be following it by the book.
And that's the thing. Like I'm learning I like to follow recipes by the book because I need to. All right, like I don't want to do this. Like
the first time, obviously.
But then, but we ran into a situation where we had to freestyle it due to my money issues. It still came out great, but it was just like, damn, I would have really rather had because we freestyled and it was good, but I wanted to take this exact recipe and see how this tasted exactly how it's listed, how it was supposed to be.
Depending on what you were like, damn, I wish it was more of this. Then you could.
Facts.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I high key really enjoyed. Freestyling with the food, bro. Like sometimes throughout the day, I'll be thinking like, cause I know I want something at night, to cook, and I'm like, what? Like, so the other day I didn't follow a recipe, and this wasn't really even hard to make, but this is what I made. So I had some spaghetti noodles, right? So I cooked those, and while those were cooking, I had a pan of vegetable oil, a little bit of vegetable oil through onions in there. Caramelize those motherfuckers down to down.
Onions light skin at that point.
Damn, bro. Clear at that point. See, I couldn't even see the onions in there, bro. Then I threw some garlic in there towards the end because the garlic burns really quick. You know what I'm saying? So I threw that in there. It wasn't even vegetable. I'm sorry. It was olive oil. It wasn't vegetable oil that was in there. And then I did that. And then I had some chicken it had salt, pepper, lemon. I think it had a little bit of garlic in there. That's all that was. Kicked that on a separate pan. You know what I'm saying? Then I took the noodles, saved a little bit of pasta water. That's key. You always want to have some pasta water saved. That adds flavor. And it can just help like thicken up sauces and stuff like that. Trust me. Save some of that on the side. Put the pasta noodles in the pan where the sauce was. And I incorporated that through the chicken in there, boom, boom, boom. It was amazing. It was very light, you know what I'm saying? But the flavor was there, and I didn't really follow the recipe. I just kind of did it because I thought it sounded good.
Fucking great. Yeah,
man. It's just fun. It's fun, just kind of like thinking like, okay, what do I have in my cabinets? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, what sounds like it'd be good? Let me do it. And usually it tastes decent. You know what I'm saying? So that's fun for me. But I do follow recipes. But a lot of time I like to just see what I can make. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be times where like you're gonna be at home and you're like, damn, I only have these 5 things. What can I do with these 5 things? It's fun. It's like a mind game. It's almost like a puzzle.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm hungry. Moving on to next section, man. The Juke Box. Go right ahead, because I know you've been thirsty. You've been waiting for this moment for years.
Years. Bro. Not even. I don't even know, bro. I've just been waiting, bro.
Don't cry. Just whatever you do, don't cry.
I teared up listening to it.
Really?
Yeah, I teared up listening to it. It was pretty emotional.
Man on the Moon 3 is what we're talking about.
Yeah, Man on the Moon 3. I think it's the best album that came out this year.
Okay.
I really do. I mean, it's a banger. Like there's I put it on, and every single song I was like, wow. Like I can't skip any song. Like it doesn't matter what song I put on. I'm like, I want to listen to this. And I made a point. If I didn't do this, I would be listening to this I've been listening to it every single day, but it would be all I'd be listening to. So I'm making a point not to, because then I'd just be listening to that.
And you'll burn it out.
I don't think I'd burn it out because I'm just that big of a fan of him. So I would listen to it regardless. But I mean, bro, it's what it's what I've been wanting from him for the longest time. And this is what I've made me become a fan of him from the jump, was the raps, the bars. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear Cudi rap again. That's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it off of 808 beats. Like I feel like the first half was like more modern, like beats that we would like 808 beats, shit like that, trap beats. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But like the second half of it was more so him, and both fit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just insane. The beats are insane. The beats are insane to me, at least, and the subject matter is crazy. I mean, honestly, it was really dope, bro. Like I listened to it in a car, and we were just driving around. And I was just like, bro, this, like, I've never had a listening experience like that. Damn. For me, from an album.
Damn. That's hard. You listen to a lot of albums.
I listen to a lot of albums, man, and I've never had an experience like that before. I don't know what. And again, that's just because I'm a huge fan of Kid Cudi. Right. So obviously, I don't expect everyone to feel the same way. I really don't. But for me, listening to it, I was just like, wow, like this is really amazing. I was so happy for him, man.
Yeah,
I really was. I was so happy for him because I knew everyone like was fucking with Kid Cudi now, because I know a lot of people weren't really fucking with him like that. And with this album, I didn't really care how it was gonna sound, because I knew I was probably gonna enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because I like him as an artist, but just for him to drop this and just how amazing it really is, I'm like, man, like I'm so happy for him, because I think he's finally gonna start getting recognition from a musical level, not just because he's
Kid Cudi.
He knows exactly, because everyone knows who he's influenced. Everyone knows who he's worked with, so obviously he's there, and everyone knows he can hum. That's every single time, like, everyone, like, oh, I just want to hear him hum. It's like, that's cool and all, but, like, he's more than just his hums, you know what I'm saying? So, for him to really drop something like this, and it's just, and I really do mean it, I really think it's the best album of the year. Okay. I really do. That's what I'm trying to think about, what else did I listen to that really made me feel like that this year, and nothing has.
Describe the feeling.
I mean, man, it's hard, bro. Like, listen. Let me just look at the play track.
The song I like, because I was finishing up today. The song I like is For the Kids.
For the Kids, bro.
Deep song.
For the Kids was great. The Void, amazing. I mean, Loving Me was great.
Tequila Shots is a banger.
Tequila Shots, Woo. Bro. The first, like, this is really gonna sound. First, like, 9 songs.
Solo Dolo Part 3 is
solid. Then the 8 or 9 songs after that 9 are great. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, like, people ask me, like, what's your favorite song? I'm like, I really can't tell you. I can't tell you, because I'll just name the whole album. Yeah. I tried to. I was like, yeah, so I really like Heaven on Earth. And I like Mr. Solo Dolo Part 3 and Show Out. And so then I'm like, you know what? I just like the whole album. Because that's what I'm about to tell you, bro. It was just amazing, bro. And honestly, like, it was great just to see. I love that he was using like the trap beats and stuff like that, and I think the beats were in them, like I said before, were just insane, bro. Yeah, like, I just thought they were insane. I was in the car like, what the fuck is going on? And then he has a song with Skepta and Pop Smoke. Hard. Did not expect that at all. That shit was hard. Did not expect that at all. Skepta came in nuts. Cudi came in crazy, rapping his ass off. I was like, hell yeah, bro. And then I mean, Elsie's Baby Boy. I actually really like that song. You know what I'm saying? It kind of, it's a little bit more emotional, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciated that. I like when artists do that. You know what I'm saying? I like when artists aren't afraid to be emotional on a song.
Yeah, I like it too.
There. You know, especially when it comes to rap, it's really hard for a lot of rappers to be that emotional because they're so caught up in being super macho and hard, and no niggas gonna fuck with me, blah blah blah. Cudi has never been like that, you know. So it's nice to see him kind of have a track like that. But I mean, that's not the only song has that type of subject matter and is vulnerable. I mean, The Void itself was an amazing song. I love it. I mean, like, it's hard for me to sit here and talk about it because I feel like I'm just gonna be jerking him off the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I really fuck with it. But I really do think it was amazing, bro. I really do. I mean, I plan on getting it for vinyl. You know, I'm pissed because I probably told you this long ass time ago. But the next album, which is this one that he dropped,
shows.
The minute the tickets went on sale, I was gonna buy the ticket. And now COVID, so there's gonna be no shows.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, but I was watching an interview with him and Zach Lowe. He said that Zane Lowe, but he said that this album was made for touring, and so once it's able,
I can tell.
Yeah, bro. So once we're able to get back to it, he said he's gonna do that. So I'm just kind of waiting on that, bro, because I'm gonna buy 2 tickets. See this twice.
Honestly, this is some of the best cover art I've ever seen.
Yeah, the cover art was crazy, man.
Kendall, have you seen it?
Have you listened to it? Man, I almost had him.
That is some of the best cover art I've ever seen in my entire life for an album.
Bro,
that shit is fucking nuts.
You gotta listen to it from top to bottom, bro. Just like, it's just a great album. It's a great album. You can tell it's a Man on the Moon album, you know, part of the trilogy, you know, part of the series and stuff like that. You can tell it is from the jump, you know. I mean, it's just everything I wanted and so much more. So much more. And, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it was really just a really great experience to listen to, you know. And again, that's probably just me. And I'm sure I'm the only person that feels that way. If you're a Kid Cudi fan, you probably were just really happy to see that. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm a really, really big one. But it was just a great experience. A great experience just to sit and listen to it. And then the next day, I listened to it by myself in my room, headphones on, lights off.
High
as fuck. High as fuck. But that doesn't even mean that for me. And like
it adds to my experience. When I'm high, it adds to my experience.
Of course, it adds to your experience.
When I did smoke, yeah,
definitely. But that was never what got me into being a fan of him in the first. Because when I first heard him, I was like, did not smoke.
Right.
I didn't do any drugs. I was a child. I heard day and night on the radio. I was like, oh, this is a banger. So like literally, like I went home on YouTube trying to find any leak, any sample, any loose song, any, you know, behind the scenes, any interview of him just to hear more, just to get more. And I've just been such the biggest fan of him, you know. And honestly, like everyone has their artist that they can relate to, you know what I'm saying? They can go to when just times are tough that they could put on and it's gonna help them out. He was always that guy for me. You know what I'm saying? I guess how J. Cole is for you.
Yep.
Kid Cudi's for me.
That's why, like, when you texted me yesterday and you were just like, I'm gonna talk about Kid Cudi a lot, I was like, I'm not even mad because nigga, when the Fall Off come out, first of all, when Overstreet came out, I was on that shit. When the Fall Off come out, I'm gonna be on the same. So I'm letting you rock, bro. I'm just gonna let you rock.
I mean, like, I just think he proved to everybody, like, this is like, he's not just hooks. He's not just the guy to hum in the background.
Yeah, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? He is a whole rapper, but he's a whole artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a whole full-fledged artist, bro. He can any emotion that he's trying to convey over a song, he can do. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. I mean, we've heard about his troubles in his past. It's just nice to see him grow. You know, and you know, I'm hoping he's happy. I mean, I think he is. You know, but and I feel like you can kind of tell on this track on this album a little bit. But it was great. It was great.
I think I gotta finish it, but I think that for all these newer music listeners who coming on don't understand like Kid Cudi from when we were kids, like Day and Night, Man on the Moon, Dark Twisted Fantasy, Good Music Days. I don't think who may have missed all that, who just see Kid Cudi as who the fuck is Kid Cudi? Oh, he influenced. Not only did he influence all these major artists today, he goes now from just being a figure back in people's faces as a musician, and he came back strong. A lot of times people take long hiatuses and then they come out. They don't come out.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. As fans who've been fans for years, who like his sound, who's known him from then and been able to kind of see his journey, him to come back like this is raw. But now,
it's insane.
One thing I'm happy about though is these younger kids. I knew you were gonna like the album, but these younger kids, and kids like we not fucking 20 something, but these younger people who are newer to music and shit, you know, like a lot of like the demographic Playboy Cardi's into and shit like that, they're gonna look back and be like, damn, like this dude is raw. They'll be able to put some respect on his name. You
got to, bro, because I feel like even with Kid Sees Ghosts, I mean that was him and Kanye's collab album. Solid. Honestly, and it was great. It was great, but I for some reason I feel like a lot of people almost see that as a Kanye album. With Kid Cudi was just that was a part of it.
Low key disrespectful, but that's
you know what I'm saying.
That's because that's when Kanye was in like one of his biggest ego trips. That
of
was
course, and that's Kanye. So you know, like I'm sure it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to. It's like when you and Kanye are a part of something. People are gonna hear Kanye first. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, again, like you know when he would had songs Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? And so like, I just feel like people really weren't giving him the respect that he had with amongst his peers. Because amongst his peers, everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows Kid Cudi. Everybody knows what he's contributed. Everybody knows what he's helped on, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But from the outside world, I feel like a lot of people, like I said before, are just looking at him for like hooks, and because he can hum and this and that, and he's friends with Travis Scott and he's friends with Kanye. That's cool, but like, what has he done? And and for me, like a lot of the other albums that he has dropped in the past, not everyone was really fucking with. I know that.
I didn't like I didn't like Indica like that.
You didn't like Indica?
You
didn't like Indica?
Let me double check this. No, I don't like Indica.
That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that to be the album he said he didn't like of his. But,
let me double check. The Scots was a good sing. Was it Indica?
With the fire?
Yeah, that's the one that was.
That's crazy. You didn't like that? It has Kendrick on there, has ASAP on there.
Speeding Bullet to Heaven, I wasn't really feeling either.
See, that's the one I was. That's when I know a lot of people weren't really fucking with. I like that album, to be honest with you. And I know a lot of people weren't, but I mean, again, just being a fan of him, obviously he has a lot of different influences when it comes to music, and it was nice to see him make an album like that. Granted, I mean, the album was coming from a dark place in his time, so it's not like I wanted him to go back to that. But it was just nice. I like seeing artists branch out and try new things, even if it doesn't always work out. And for me, I actually liked the album, so I guess it worked out for me. Other people, if they were expecting something completely different from him, they probably weren't really fucking with it, which is whatever, But that's another thing I like from him is that he's always the type of dude to be like, he just did what he wanted to, what he felt would be best for him and what music sound he wanted and stuff, like he would do it, and fuck what people have to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when he first came out, no one was really sounding like him. He literally created a whole completely different sound, and now you can see all the artists that have listened to him and have gotten influence from him, and now they're making their music, and it sounds very similar to what he's been doing. I mean, there's plenty of Travis Scott songs where like he'll be humming on the track. I'm like, that you can clearly tell that he was influenced by Cudi. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds so similar.
And to be so brave to step out and make your own sound. That's some ballsy shit.
Especially in the time, because he was coming up when Drake was coming up and like Wale was coming up, Big Sean, all those like the early 2000s, like 2009.
Middle school for us.
Yeah, middle school for us and shit. Like, so that and for him to come out is completely different, and he wasn't on the same vibe as they were. It was nice to see, man. And I honestly think he reached a lot of people that needed an artist that kind of just understood what they were going through. You know what I'm saying? Because like, obviously, I'm not shitting on any of those artists either. Because obviously Drake has great songs, Wale has great songs, and you can easily relate to them too on certain things. But for Cudi, for me, I mean, it was just always. I just knew that like if I needed a song that I could listen to that was gonna help me through something, I could go to him. If it was, I knew that he would understand. Even if we obviously never had a conversation, that'd be amazing to talk to you, man. But it was like you were talking to him through his albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like you were sitting there having a conversation because it was just so vulnerable, and it was it was subject matter that I feel like a lot of people just weren't talking about, not letting themselves be as vulnerable to the people for a certain whatever persona. And he was a person. He was like, this is who I am. This is what I am. This is what I have to say. This is what I'm going through.
Facts.
So it was just really nice. And this album was amazing, bro. And it says to be continued on the end. So I can't wait for the next one.
How'd you feel about Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying?
I was a fan, bro. Like,
is there a Cudi album you don't like? Not trying to scrutinize you for it.
No, not really, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say every single song that he's ever released. I am a huge because everybody has songs from their artists that they're like, that was alright.
Because you know what, everyone loved Mr. Nice Watch. I think that shit is horrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I don't. I think
I do not like that. I don't like that song.
I think that shit.
I don't like that song. Yeah, Passion.
That do. I think that shit is horrible.
Nah, I'm not a fan
like
of that at all, bro.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying, I was geeked when that dropped, bro. Because I thought people were gonna fuck with that album, bro, and people just weren't fucking with it like I thought they were.
Yeah.
Like I thought they were. But I think, bro, I could listen to that one. I mean, Speeding Bullet to Heaven. There's numerous songs on there that Adventures, Handle with Care, fucking Speeding Bullet to Heaven, the song Embers. All those songs are great songs to me.
Yeah.
To me, and I guess also I like that type of music. I'm not just like I feel like I have a pretty eclectic taste.
Yeah.
When it comes to music, so like I guess I like that type of music already. So just having him make that type of music, I was like, oh shit, So it was cool for me. But I mean, yeah, bro, Satellite Flight, cold. You know what I'm saying? The Indica, cold. Man on the Moon 1, cold. 2, cold. All of them, amazing, bro.
How'd you feel about that song with Eminem?
I liked it, bro. I mean, he came back. I actually was watching the interview. He was saying that because he wanted to rap. He wanted to be like, I feel like I'm not respected as an MC anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Blah 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 blah. Because from the jump, from the beginning, he was rapping. He was a rapper. He was rapping. Blah blah blah. And then he started going into different avenues, and then kind of went behind the scenes a little bit, helping out, so and so, boom boom boom. So he was like, how can I come back and show everyone that I'm just as good as I was, if not better? Let me get on track with M. And he did that. And I like the song, bro. I have the song on my phone. I think he handled himself, because not everyone can handle themselves on a song with M. Because M,
very true.
He easily overpowers people because he's fucking Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Very but I think he definitely held his own. I like the song. I mean, and he, like I said before, he's just doing what I knew he could do.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to hear back again. And the thing is, when I say what I wanted to hear from him, it's not that I wanted to hear 2010, 2009 Kid Cudi. I just wanted him to be, what he. I just wanted to hear what he got, what he popped off for. Yeah, and that's exactly what he gave me. Just an updated version of it with newer beats. You know what I'm saying? Just more technology. This is that. And it was amazing to me. Like he did literally what I wanted and so much more. So much more. And it's hard. Like, I mean, I could say that all day long, but it was just, I really just think the album was crazy. I really do. Good, I'm probably going to listen to it when I get in the car, when I drive home.
Good, bro.
And then when I'm in the shower, and then when I'm at the gym, and all that stuff, bro.
I feel that.
It's crazy.
I feel that. So what else did you check out besides Man on the Moon 3? Don't be ashamed if you didn't.
I didn't check out a lot. I'm going to be with that. I didn't check out a lot, bro.
Yeah, I figured.
Channel
I figured.
Tres, Tres, T-R-E-S.
Tell me. Never heard of him. Hard.
Decent, bro. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a song with Tyler, the Creator, on there. He's not a rapper. It's more like, not dance, but like electronic E type music. Yeah. I went to a really big System of a Down phase. I liked them. I just never had any of the songs, and I went on their page and just downloaded a bunch of their songs. There's a song from The Neighborhood called Devil's Advocate that I really liked that I downloaded recently. But yeah, bro, I really haven't like jumped out and listened to a lot of the other things that came out. I tried to. I really did, but something really caught my attention that was enough to pull me away from what I was going to listen to,
I feel you.
Unfortunately, because I'm sure there was probably some really good stuff that I just didn't miss. But.
Yeah, I'm about to say right now, Limbo, the deluxe.
Yeah, I've been meaning to listen to that. I know that was out.
Amine is slept on. Amine is raw as fuck. He sounds different. His production's always crazy. He's got lyrics, and his cadence is dope. I fuck with Amine. He got a song with Valet, Zach, and Cody. That beat is dumb. Buzzin' with the Mortal Orchestra and Miss Clean are the ones I like off Limbo. As I Am by Brittany Carter. She's a Chicago artist. That shit was super dope. It had interludes by a guy named DJ Hot Rod too in Chicago. That shit was dope. It's nice.
I listened to Boldy James's album.
How'd that go?
I like it. I like Boldy James, to be honest with you. I think he's decent.
He's dope. The whole Griselda shit is raw.
Yeah, bro. We've talked about that plenty of times. Yeah, Real Bad Boldy. Did you listen to it?
No, not yet.
Decent.
What I have checked out, though, 3:30 in Houston by Benny the Butcher. Bars. Of course, bars. And then Flex Files, Volume 1.
Yeah, bro. I haven't had a chance to listen
Flex dropped
to
the EP. That shit is hard.
I haven't had a chance to listen to that.
That shit is...
Jump on that.
My favorite...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
My favorite song up there is Sinatra Style. Play that in the car.
Anything associated with Sinatra is usually a banger for me, man.
That shit is hard.
I'll listen to it when I get in the car.
Fuck.
Do you listen to Jack Harlow's tape?
Not yet. I knew I'm missing something.
I haven't either.
Not yet.
Are you a fan of Jack Harlow?
He's decent. I can't say I've said. You sent me the first Jack Harlow. What was that?
Did I?
Did that first thing? What I discovered? No, I discovered Jack Harlow on Twitter. I didn't discover him. Excuse me. I found him. And I was listening to him. I think I sent it to you. Like, yeah, you heard him before. Jack Harlow. I was having this conversation with someone last night. Jack Harlow was like, I ain't gonna say he's like, he's not like white Drake, but he's a hit maker like Drake. Jack Harlow's like a hit maker. I feel like sometimes people are looking for like lyrical deep content. Nah, Loose. That was the first project I heard by Jack Harlow. That shit was tough. That shit was hard as hell. Jack Harlow was raw. So Loose. I have not checked out his new album yet. But I know for a fact that Hit Boy was on there. Hit Boy again, touching damn near everything this year and going crazy with it. Hit Boy's the shit. So no, I have not. But I'm gonna check it out. Music wise, what else we got? I think that's pretty much about it. I've been listening to a little bit of Go Haze lately too. But other than that, that's about it.
Oh, I listened to the Avalanche's "We Will Always Love You"
How was
album. It was cool, bro. I mean, it's classified as alternative, you know what I'm saying? But it's not really. I mean, I guess it would be, but it's not really what you would expect alternative to sound like. But I actually really liked it, bro. You just have to listen to it and see what you think about it. But it was cool. It was cool with me, bro. I'm gonna play it again. I did like that. What song was it? Do I even have it on my phone?
Sounds like a
I do.
Song.
Since I Left You, their debut album, The Avalanches in 2000. Crazy. Really, really good. I think you actually would really enjoy that. I'll send it to you right now.
Bet it up. I'm gonna send you some of Go Haze's music too. The quarantine.
You sent me that already.
Oh, I did. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Switching gears, man. A little bit more of a somber topic, but Brandon Bernard.
Tell me about it.
He was in band, and he was 20. Was an accomplice to a crime that led to robbery and double murder. However, so he was put in jail. However, he was put on death row. However, he did not do anything major in that crime.
Right.
He did not kill anybody. He did not set the car on fire. Nothing. Nothing true violently in that crime.
What did he do?
I haven't looked it up yet, but it's not anything.
He was involved.
He was involved though.
He just didn't.
He didn't kill anybody. He didn't deserve a death penalty.
Okay.
Period.
Did the people he was with get the death penalty?
The people he was with was punished. One guy actually got the death penalty. The other two are being released from prison. And I think one's still doing a sentence. But moral of the story is he got the death penalty pretty unjustly. And the articles that I'm reading, it's hard sometimes to find good, solid information on things because a lot of articles are pinning everything on the Trump administration. Not saying the Trump administration is good because it's still fuck them. But they've pinned a lot of things on them. So when I read this article, there's
an easy scapegoat.
Correct. Thank you. They're saying that the Trump administration is really push this death penalty thing through while it's on office to get as many people done as they can. I'm just like, damn. So I posted a question on my story how people feel about death penalty. A lot of people are not fans of it.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
Personally, I'm not a fan of death penalty. I think it's one from a principle standpoint. It's hypocritical for us to kill somebody if it kills someone else. But two, you talk about having them sit in jail would be expensive. Someone told me this on Instagram. I haven't fact checked it yet. Not saying you're wrong. I just haven't fact checked it. But they say a death penalty is more expensive. It's more expensive to kill somebody.
One time?
Yeah. They're saying death penalty is more expensive.
No, I'm saying is it more expensive just from a one-off payment? How much it would cost for a prisoner to be in jail for a year versus that, or is it no matter how? Because how long?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet to fact check that, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't give you numbers. But what I will say is that on top of that, I really feel like, and this is gonna sound kind of fucked up, but if someone's gonna be on death row, right? Obviously, we don't view them as much if we plan to kill them. So instead of, if you don't want to have them sit in jail, and have our tax dollars pay for this person to sit there, and if we don't kill him, what if we just put that person to work for the rest of their life? I ain't trying to say slavery or torture, but I mean, if we were gonna kill you anyway, and it's gonna sound fucked up, but if we were gonna kill you anyway, why wouldn't we put you to do something that's gonna possibly help this economy or help this country out, at least on your way out, and just work to your last days?
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying.
Not trying to torture nobody, not trying to treat anybody like shit, but it's just like when you made this, and I'm not just saying, and I understand a lot of people who are put on death row could be put there unjustly because the justice system is corrupt. We're speaking completely hypothetically. If someone is known for a fact, like this person raped and murdered 16 different people, all factual, all proven, they caught red-handed.
Yeah.
These people we're talking, this scenario we're speaking of is everyone is assumed guilty as a bitch.
100% guilty.
100% guilty as a bitch. Zero doubt. Yeah, exactly. So those are my thoughts on the death penalty. Yeah, man, that's where I stand.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know. The death penalty it's
slippery slope.
It's a very slippery slope, man. Because there's a lot of people that have been unjustly killed because of it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I guess it is an easy way out for a lot of people. Just they've done such horrible crimes, and now they're just gonna die for it. And they're not gonna suffer. But at the same time, what is a good? I guess just a lifetime in solitary confinement would suck, but that's
torture itself.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I don't know. It's tough because you ask the person who the murderer. What am I trying to say here? I don't know. You ask the person who's the victim of the murder, like say like they murdered my dad. You know what I'm saying? You ask me, right? You ask me, I want them done for it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll probably feel the same.
You feel me? But if you ask me like, oh, this person killed this person, should they do this? I'm like, oh, I don't know, because and so it's like it's tough because if it's not affecting you, then it's easy to be like, well, that's just inhumane. But if you were actually affected, I'm sure that the answer is gonna be completely different, which it always is. It's always different, But I don't know what really is. I don't know. I don't know how expensive it is to do the death penalty. I'd imagine it's not cheap,
Hell no.
But
Drugs,
at the same time,
not cheap.
At the same time, housing an inmate forever, I assume would have to be more expensive over time. Would it not be more expensive?
Over the years, you would think so. That's why I'm a fact check. You would think so.
Unless like the death penalty is like hundreds of thousands of dollars every time it's done. Which
right.
Maybe.
But then if you think if something now, I'm not a person who believes in torture or treating people bad. I'm not that kind of weird person. But if someone wants to talk about, death seems if someone wants that punishment, like say someone, God forbid, that's someone I love, and they're on death row, I like in my mind, if I'm that upset, I'll be like, yo, death is the easy way out.
It is the easy way out. But then what do you want to do? Just be in prison, get 3 meals a day. You know what I'm saying? Just
in my mind, I know they're not going to be out there hurting someone else. And regardless of what happens, it's not going to bring said person back for me.
That's true. Yeah, regardless of what happens, it's not going to bring it back. So I don't know. It's tough.
It's
really tough because like, yeah, you don't want to. Should we even be making that decision? To
we
take
are not
someone
God.
else's life. That is true. But they made that decision to take someone's life or to rape someone, which you could even say that's taking their life too, because then they got to deal with that for the rest of their lives. They're never going to be the same from before that happened to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. Like I don't know what would be a just punishment for people that would be on death row if they're 100% guilty. What have they done? I just feel like honestly feel like whatever they did, it would never be enough for me. Death wouldn't be enough. Just forever in jail would never be enough. You know what I'm saying? Because they've taken something from you that you can never get back again. So for them, it's just like, all right, cool. Yeah, I killed your whole family. I'm just gonna be in jail, chilling. You know what I'm saying? And solitary confinement. Yeah, they might sometimes. Yeah, they don't get anything, and it's just a small little room.
Yeah.
But and they're still alive at the end of the day. And I'm sorry, but is that even torture? Because eventually they're gonna come to terms with that, and then it's not torture at that point. They're just chilling in prison.
And that's why I say, if you want to punish them, you don't want to have them sit there. If you had a choice, you don't want to kill them, and you can't just sit there. Put them to work.
Doing what?
Send them to a coal mine, something grueling. Because
they already do that now with regular prisoners.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Which is bullshit. So it's like, I don't know. It's tough, man. Like, man, the stuff like that, punishing people and prison and stuff like that is tough because realistically, prison shouldn't be about punishment. It should be about rehabilitation.
Facts.
So
that's 100%.
I don't know if I would necessarily say like, yeah, just punish. But how do you rehabilitate someone? Because they're not going to come out.
That's what I'm saying. Because you don't want to release that person back to society. You don't want to release Ted Bundy again.
They probably wouldn't. I guess you could rehabilitate them within prison and just try to make them a better person. But what does that do for people?
What does that do for the victims? It don't do nothing for
the victims. It doesn't do anything for them.
And regardless, it's not going to do anything for the victims at all. So why not keep them in there and rehabilitate them? Not really think about it. Just rehabilitate.
But why?
Because they're not going to put them back in society. Yeah, I don't know.
Because then I'd almost be upset. It's like, oh, so now you're going to make them a better person.
Yeah, that's good.
After they just did this to me.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? I don't know what you do. I'm sure there's so much more information out there that I don't even know about. So it's hard for me to really even give an opinion because I don't know enough to really talk about it, fully. I just know how I would feel about it if it was me, but I mean, these are decisions that no matter what, it's never going to be 100% right. No matter what, people aren't going to agree with you fully, so it's tough, man. But I do think that if that is going to be a decision that needs to be made, the people that it only should be, and I already know how corrupt the justice system is and prison system is, so it's bullshit, and you may never get better. But it really should only be people that are 100% guilty, undeniable evidence, not just a whim, not just like, well, you were part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if he didn't do any violent crime within that. How come the two? What do the other two people do? Where they got prison sentences and now they're gonna get out?
One guy killed him, and the other two were part of the robbery, set the car on fire. The whole story is that when it happened, everyone was trying to convict him, right? The lawyers and everything was against him. But then years now, here in 2020, when they was about to execute, which I don't know why he sat on death row for so long. Don't it seem like people sit on death row for like 20 fucking years?
That happens.
That's the weirdest shit. But all the lawyers and prosecutors that were against him flipped their stances and were now trying to defend him to undo his thing because a witness held back. And like one prosecutor said, had I known this information, because the government, that's right, the government committed a Brady violation. They withheld information prior to the trial.
Makes sense.
So the prosecutor said himself, had I known that, I would have changed my stance.
And now that the evidence is there, now they're trying to...
He's dead now.
Oh, he died.
They executed him. They executed him Friday.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's insane. Yeah, bro. I mean, stuff like that, bro. It's honestly
bullshit.
It's frustrating because, again, it just stems to, and probably because he was a black man. Yeah, probably because, we're just gonna, this evidence will acquit him. Right? That's the right word, acquit?
Yeah.
Yeah, acquit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just hold this evidence so that it's bullshit, bro. It's honestly frustrating hearing stories like that, And again, it just stems back to systemic racism and how unjust the justice system really is, not just for African Americans, but for non-rich civilians as a whole. You know what I'm saying? To really
fucking understand.
Yeah, it's bullshit, bro. So I'm really sorry to hear that. It's really upsetting.
It's sad as hell, man. So you can only hope for the best.
Yeah.
But this man raised his family from prison. Like,
yeah, bro.
Coming to see him.
I couldn't even imagine, bro. Like, I would just fill me with so much hate for the justice system and judges and all that. That would just fill me like it's hard to like when things like that happen and then they tell you to to still trust the justice. Like how can I when that stuff like that happens? Like you literally ruined all of that. I would literally say to that in court, like, just so you guys know, like this whole process has like I can't trust any of you guys anymore. Like none of cops, judges, jury, lawyers. Why would I trust you when I just saw this whole corrupt shit happen? You know what I'm saying? Like how can I trust you? It's foolish for you to ask me to trust you again after seeing that.
100%. So that's all I got. If you got anything else, man.
Did you see the Bulls?
I did not. I haven't been watching the games, but how do you feel about James Harden trying to get out of there?
Lame as fuck, bro.
I think it's lame too. I think John Wall and James Harden be fucking crazy in the backcourt.
John Wall,
he looks great.
The Bulls played the Rockets twice, and he looked great both times. He didn't look slow. He was getting to the basket. He was hitting threes. Boogie was knocking threes down, bro. It was like I don't know why decent. James wouldn't want to be on that team.
They look decent. Like, that's where I want to go.
That's they look good.
He said he doesn't trust management, and that management kind of did it. And like, there's no accountability there. But my thing is like, bro, that team would be fucking phenomenal if they got their shit together.
He just wants to go to a super team. He
wants to go to Philly, but Philly, they're not coming off Ben Simmons.
They're not. They're gonna have to.
But honestly though, like Ben Simmons and John Wall on the same team don't make sense.
He said John Wall on the same team? Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
So they probably get Ben then trade Ben. Which would that's what I would do if I was GM. Because if I have John Wall and Ben Simmons, that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not even gonna give up James Harden in Philly would be crazy, but I'm not giving up James Harden.
I'd fucking trade James Harden to like
Sacramento.
No, because that'd probably be decent because they got De'Aaron Fox. They got Buddy Hield.
You trade him to a booty team, huh?
I'm trying to figure out what team. Trade him to the Knicks. Trade him to the Knicks. No, because then I would trade him somewhere he doesn't want to go.
That's petty.
Because we all know about the strip clubs and how he loved all that shit. It's
that is disrespectful.
New York's got is New York. I'm trading him to somewhere where there's nothing
for some pieces
for him to do.
Trade
him to Oklahoma. Get him back to Oklahoma. That'd be crazy.
That'd be fucked up. But man, overall, I think that I'm excited for the Bulls this year. KD was looking good.
I saw KD and Kyrie looking good. That's gonna be a problem. The Bulls were looking really good. Patrick Williams, the guy that they drafted, he's looking good. He's looking very calm, very
poised,
very poised. Not rookie-ish. You know what I'm saying? Zach LaVine's doing Zach LaVine things. You know what I'm saying? It's just great seeing them competent with the good. They beat the Rockets yesterday.
Yep, I know they lost one the first time.
They beat the Rockets yesterday.
I just hope with this season because like with the NFL because they rushed back in preseason, a bunch of people got hurt, and I hope that's not the case here. I know injuries happen, But I hope it's not like an NFL had a huge chunk of injuries.
Yeah, but it's also the NFL.
True. But I just hope it doesn't happen.
But yeah. Hope not. Well, I'd imagine because a lot of the teams they just played a couple months ago, so they're probably not. They probably just continue doing that training. And then you got training camp. So hopefully, not injuries like that happen. But I mean, we'll see.
You know who looks raw? Taylor Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker, that dude in LA, Lakers specifically, that dude looks fucking raw.
Yeah, bro, he looks decent. You see Melo's. So
I saw some of his passes.
I mean,
that nigga's 6'8" now.
Yeah, no, he's tall as fuck.
Big as shit.
Tall as hell.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck, man. I'm looking. Did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No.
I'm looking forward to this season. I'm excited to see what Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal are gonna do.
Yeah, bro. He didn't play against Brooklyn, man. I wanted him to play against Brooklyn.
Yeah, I did too. I want to see how that's gonna shake out.
Well,
So
I'm sure they'll play in the regular season.
Yeah, I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for the virus to be able to get everything back to normal. That spider is big as a bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. That spider's small.
Long leg.
That spider is big as fuck.
Those aren't even spiders, technically?
What are they?
I don't know, but they're not spiders, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. That shit is huge as shit.
Daddy long legs. What are daddy long legs?
That is fucking ridiculous. On that note, man, we gonna wrap. Give me your social medias.
You can find me on Instagram, Pierce_Michael1. That's PIERCE_MICHAEL1, the number 1. P Boogs on Snapchat, PB00GS. P Boogs on Apple Music. Pierce Anderson on Facebook. Don't add me on Facebook though, because I don't even use it. That's it, bro. That's all the ones. Ooh, no. Remember when Google had a social media account, a social media website?
They do?
They did.
What was it called?
I don't even know, bro. Do you remember that they had a social media? No?
Never.
It doesn't matter because it wasn't popular anyway.
Devonn Overstreet, DShootJ15 on Twitter, Devonn on Instagram, ISD in School Detention on all platforms, podcast platforms. I think there's one I got to get touched up, actually. But ISD in School Detention on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all your major podcast platforms, guys. Anchor.com. Check us out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys be safe. We'll see you next week.